Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to propagate a coleus. It's really easy, and I'm not just going to show you how to propagate one, but what I've done around my pool area, some of my gardens out here. Every one of these coleus that you see around me on every side of these gardens, not a single one of them did I pay for. Every one of them came from a cutting. I just keep them cycling each year. I just put a little pot with some soil in it here, so I'm going to show you that's what I'm going to put the cuttings in. But it's this simple. I just wait, I usually top them when it's time, but I have some over here that got a little too big, so I'm gonna just top these right over here in this corner. In this little section of my garden, it's just like a little area that was nothing but mulch really beside my stairs on the side of my house. And all of this stuff I just planted here from cuttings or little bulbs that I pulled out of other plants. And these little red guys here, these red coleus, are the ones that I'm gonna cut, because they're starting to hang down. You see how they're kind of droopy? I'm gonna cut it right there above that node where those two leaves are. And right where I cut it, that's gonna fork out and make at least 2 more branches coming off of it. And right back in here is another one. If you come take a look at this, look at this real pretty coleus here. This guy's actually ready to be cut too, as tall as it is. But I'm gonna wait a day or two. I'll do this one today. This one's already fallen over. I'm gonna cut it right there. And that's gonna fork out all these little guys here, the African masks, all that came in here from stuff that I got from other plants. And really easy to do. Just start with these 2 little cuttings. Just pull the leaves off. Every one of them, if you want to cut them as well, be more careful, you can do that. Just leave a couple on the top. That's all that you leave. And in here, that big bushy thing that I just had doesn't amount to much once I'm done with it, once you pull the leaves off. Just give a real light scrape to the bottom of that stem. On coleus, they're such a fine little thin plant that you don't even really have to do that, but that helps the root come out. You can see how I just kind of scraped that off, and then it's this simple. Just stick it in the ground. And you see this here, on the inside of these leaves here, these will actually become branches if I leave those right there. Or, if I didn't want that to be a branch, I could just pull it off, and it can be a whole nother plant. I could just, the way I like to do it with these, I don't even scrape them or anything, I just pinch the leaves, like that, and then point it straight down into the ground. Just push it in there. Just have the tips of those leaves sticking out, kind of close it up a little bit like that. And within just days, that'll be growing roots and popping out of the ground. It's amazing how quick those coleus grow. And here on this one, I'm still just cutting the leaves off here. When I see a little piece of growth like that, I let it keep coming out. I don't cut that off. I don't cut that leaf off. Just the big leaf. Show you some more right here where this leaf's about to come off. You see that little leaf right there sticking out? That's going to be another branch. It's what's going to make it thick, like these here that just keep branching out and getting thicker. Alright, same with this one. Just going to scrape the bottom part of it. It. Let's take it, stick it in the pot. In a couple weeks they'll be pretty big. Just grab these leaves and throw them away. And that's what it looks like right there. And I'm going to show you something else too, right in here. I'm going to show you what I did underneath some of my corn plants with some coleus cuttings. Come on, let's take a look at that. Alright, so here are a couple corn plants, and below it are coleus. I'll come down here so you can see them better. Every one of these are started from a cutting that are underneath that tree. And they've only been here for maybe a week and a half. That's what it looks like from the top, if you can see it. And remember when I was pinching those little pieces off and sticking them in the pot over there? Look underneath here, you see all those? that's what I did with those. I just stuck those in the ground, and it's no longer 2 leaves. They're already, you know, 5, 6, 7 leaves on some of them. So they start growing out of there real quick. Within about a month's time, that pot's gonna look like that one right there. Check this one out. Flow with me. See it here? Look at this guy. Same deal, same scenario. Put it together the same way. And I already need to top this one again. This one, on every one of these little, you might see it better from the top here, every one of these need to be cut right about here at this point. They've already been topped at least once, and that's why they're forking out and bushy. But I need to come in and top all these again and create another pot, so you can see how easy it is to get this stuff starting to spread around a garden or your yard. And coleus grow very, very quickly. These guys can handle a lot of heat, and I mean, it's 100 degrees outside right now. That's why I'm sweating the way that I am. And we're on the west coast of Florida, central Florida, about 45 minutes north of Tampa. And they grow fantastic here. In the winter, they'll die. So we always just take cuttings. We keep them in the pool area here, in areas that don't freeze, and you know, they seem to make it. And then the next year we just start all over again. So that's the trick with these guys. Keep a cutting of, you know, as many of them as you can, the colors that you like, and you can restart them every spring. I keep them year round without them dying off, just because we keep them from freezing and it doesn't get real bad here. Another thing that I need to do to this that I just noticed, it looks a little lopsided. You see how it looks a little bushier on this side? Because these are going to grow towards the sun. This is south. So the sun's going to basically be coming that direction most of the day. So you rotate that about a quarter turn. I would say about once a month would be good. And you see how bushy that is? Now this back side is going to start doing the same thing. They love the sun. Let me show you something else since I'm here. Just found this in the tree. One of our chameleons. Whoops. That one's Guacamole, actually. That's his name. Luiza named him. I don't name these guys, but Luiza does. He's the king of this little pool enclosure here. He has 4 females that he hangs out with. The lucky dude. Let him go up there. If any bugs ever get in here, they take care of them. But we also feed them crickets and mealworms, and man, you get dragonflies and stuff that fly in here. They love it. They'll chase them down. Cool things. But anyways, the coleus. This is what they can look like from cuttings. Really neat. Alright guys, so I have about an hour of light left, and I have to top quite a few coleus still and get some more plants started. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. But if you've seen any plants in this pool area in any one of my gardens that I haven't talked about, that you want to hear me talk about and learn more about, just let me know. Make a comment down below. If you like the video, throw a thumbs up in there. That's pretty cool. And it's hot out here, man. I'm going to get to work. I'll see you guys tomorrow.